Set them up, Joe. I need something to lift my spirits.
How about starting with a little shot of Hellion?
All right. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
You ready to blow some stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, Boomers. We are here for 200-gram cakes, part 3. Jody, what we got today?
We've got, like you said, part 3 of the 200-gram cake series. We're going to start with Hellion. This one's by Dominator. This is a little 12-shot cake.
All right.
And the performance is all right there.
Oh, it's all colorful. Look at it go.
Yeah. 12 shots of brocade with red strobes, green strobes, and crackle.
And it's a 5 on the color scale. I love it.
Now, one thing about this, why is it square?
With 12 shots?
Yeah.
That is curious, because that's not an evenly divisible square, right?
Right.
So how's this set up?
It's not set up like a square. It's got
a couple rows of 6 is what it's got?
It's got it's got a big empty space right in here.
Right. Yeah, a couple rows. Oh, yeah, just a couple rows of 6. Oh no. Okay. 3 rows of 4 with an empty column. So
I don't know why.
It should have been 16.
Yeah, it could have been 16. I don't know why they wouldn't just make it 16.
Just put 12 in there.
Or have it be smaller and
How
be
deep
12.
are those bores there?
Unless they need it to be.
We're getting past the knuckle on the pinky there in that bore, so they're not packed up to the top, but.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a stability thing, if they figure like it just being square is going to help it be stable.
Well, obviously if they put 4 more tubes in there, which they had space for, they would have had to maybe put less powder in there to keep it at the same price point, so,
Yeah, this is an inexpensive cake. This is, probably Dominator's bottom line, 200-gram cake.
You wouldn't want to spend more than $10, $12 on something like that?
I wouldn't want to spend more than probably $8, depending on if I was at a place that's, $8 probably, something like that.
Okay, well that's probably why there's a tube missing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put another $4 on it, maybe they'll put 4 more tubes in there and give you a little more oomph.
Yeah, well, when I would, a lot of these cakes that are this size, the 4x4 rows, like Bump Bear is the one that comes to mind, or Super Stallion or something like that. Those are the 4x4s, and those go for, under $10 most places. And so when I first saw this, I thought it was going to be something in that type of range.
Hopefully we'll get a little more power per tube out of these 12 than we do the 16 on those.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
But that's what we're hoping for, right?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
That is.
All right.
And this
Speaking
one,
of 16 shots.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to get the top off of this too. I should have brought my knife in here.
Well, that key seems to be working all right.
Well, it didn't on the last one. I had to use my
you had
finger.
to fight with it?
Yeah, just kind of poked my finger in there. But
I didn't notice.
And the reason I want to take this off, because this one...
I mean, a well-equipped bartender is going to have some kind of knife or something. You're slipping.
But this one, now this is interesting.
Oh, it's got another paper? Oh, it's a cardboard.
Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting.
Got another little piece of paper there. But this one here, is, you can see the bore size on there.
It's a little bigger.
Yeah, a lot bigger. 16 shots there.
To do that finger test again, it's somewhere in about the same place, maybe a little deeper down, but it's taller. So
yeah. Well, this is Neon Nights by Powder Keg.
I don't know Powder Keg.
The performance is right there.
All right.
And it's going to be, I think, a similar effect to this.
Okay.
But bigger and more of it.
4 more tubes and maybe a little more amplitude and or bigger brakes.
Yeah, bigger bores and 4 more shots.
All right.
This next one, this is Wings of Wrath, and this is by Racoon Fireworks, and the performance is right there.
Oh, on an angle.
Yeah.
Let me get in there. All right.
And
I've been watching some videos with Racoon stuff, and they seem to really nail those strobes. So I'm excited to see strobe effects on this. I'm looking forward to looking at this cake.
Yeah. Well, this one, and this one it says on here, for better view, please place this side towards audience.
Yeah,
and you can see
because
it's going to fan out, and it's going to. So this cake was one of, we had this at our New Year's Eve display.
Okay.
And I felt like, watching it back, I felt like it was kind of one of the unsung heroes
Okay, interesting.
of that, because
Frankly, a lot of that, I mean, I remember going through all that stuff, but a lot of it kind of bled together to me, you know, from the spectator side. So
right. So unless you know what each cake does, it's hard to pick out. This is one that for me was easy to pick out because of the way it fans and the way it.
Okay,
and you'll see it. Yeah, you'll see when we shoot this one by itself, and then if you wanted to go back and watch that other video,
you can pick it out after you've seen it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, how many shots is this? I don't see that offhand.
It should be.
I bet it's on there somewhere. I'm just overlooking it.
35 shots.
Oh, 35. Okay,
Yeah.
it's more than I expected.
35 shots.
Okay.
It's some small shots and some bigger shots.
Okay.
Yeah, and it shoots up, you know, like in volleys, you know, like, and it'll spread them out and kind of fill the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously we gave $13 for this one at Boom Lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up is Crisscross.
Crisscross.
And this is getting into what I would consider to be premium effects.
Okay.
The performance is listed there on the side.
The firing pattern is straight. I expected with something called Crisscross for that to maybe X up or something.
Well, it's called Crisscross because the effect is called a crossette.
Pardon me.
It's called a crossette, and it's a very hard to find effect. You don't find a lot of fireworks with the crossette effect.
The burst is going to be kind of an X effect? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have not seen that fire, so very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then this last one, Poke the Bear, no brand.
All right.
And there is a little clue about, and there's no brand and there's no performance, but there is a little clue on there. When we see cute things on fireworks with sinister faces, with skulls and crossbones and sharp teeth and you know, holding daggers behind their backs and little things like that.
Right.
It's usually, I say usually, it's often a clue that there's something a little more sinister about that particular ordinance.
Okay.
That it's not just a run-of-the-mill ordinance. And this one has, I would say this one, what a lot of people would say the premium effect. It's a little bit louder.
Okay.
Then it's going to be the loudest. It should be the loudest cake that we do tonight.
We expect this bear to growl a little bit, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So, should be fun. Poke the bear. 20 shots.
20 shots with you know, kind of a salute effect is what we're getting at.
20 shots. I believe it alternates breaks with noise.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
That's what we got, man. 5 cakes, 200 gram part 3.
After dark, we'll light it up. Stick with us, Boomers. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, Boomers. After dark at the River Park, we're here for part 3 of our 200 gram cake series. Take it away, Jody.
All right. We're going to get right to it. This is Hellion by Dominator Fireworks, 12 shots. A lot of crackle in the end there.
Yeah, nice crackle finale.
So next up, we're going to go to Neon Nights by Powder Keg. This should be a similar effect, but more of it and bigger. Neon Nights by Powder Keg Fireworks. All right. I'm not sure how much that's going to come through on the video, but that definitely was louder. Definitely louder than the Hellion. All right, let me find the fuse on this one. This one is going to be Wings of Wrath. This one, like I said, was I felt like it was one of the unsung heroes of our New Year's Eve display, and I think that once you see it, you might understand where I'm going with that. Well, that one kind of fills some space.
Nice to have a zipper
Kind of fills an area.
In a low price option like that.
With that effect. Now, next up, we've got Crisscross. This is going to be a cross-set effect. Yeah, look at those brakes. That is definitely something different. All right. Not a lot to it, really, but it's just so different. It's a very different effect. You don't see that very often at all. And our last cake of the night is Poke the Bear. Yeah, you can feel that in your gut. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people would tell you that is the premium effect. I don't know how well that comes in on the video, but those are some pretty loud blasts.
Yes, sir.
Matt, you have anything to add?
That thing really did bring some salutes on there, didn't it?
Sir?
We brought some big salute on that.
Yes.
And it popped off at the end there for that finale. It would have 4 of them or something on the back end.
4 on the end. I like the way it kind of had them intermingled, and then at the end just came in.
Yeah, that was a really nice effect. All right, what else we got, man?
That's it, man.
That was a cool set of cakes. Well crafted, and hope y'all enjoyed it. I had fun just filming it, watching this stuff. We'll catch you again on the next one. Thanks for joining us, Boomers.